Sewanee. I'm an anthropology major here at Sewanee. It's kind of niche, so I thought I might talk about what it's like to be an anthro major, in case you're thinking of being an anthro major here or at another school. So if you don't know what anthropology is, which I didn't, it's basically the study of human societies and cultures and their development over time. Look at discourses within society that shape behavior and customs. Archaeology is another field of sort of anthropology. So if you're into learning about people who are different from you, and if you're very accepting and relative and have a curious mind, this is a great major for you. Question number 1. Why did I choose to be an anthro major in the first place? I'm interested in photography and film, so I wanted to do that for undergrad. I applied to a bunch of different schools. When it came time to choose, it was really down to University of Central Florida, Sewanee College of Art and Design, or Sewanee. I decided ultimately that I didn't want to do art school for undergrad, and I really wanted to do liberal arts. So I ended up choosing Sewanee. I loved the feel of it here when I walked on campus, and that's what I decided to do. Unfortunately, that meant that I couldn't be a film major. Sewanee doesn't have that. I was sort of stuck trying to figure out what my major should be other than film. My answer came after the summer of my freshman year. My boyfriend is originally from South Korea. He studied in the States for elementary school, middle school, and high school, but his parents still live in South Korea, so he goes home most summers. He invited me to come with him for the summer and visit for a little while. I stayed with him and his parents. They were really nice hosting me. That was basically the first time I was out of the country. I was just taken with South Korean culture. I found it so fascinating. I had this new curiosity that I had never experienced before, and I wanted to know everything about their system of life and how and why they did things. I would see things while I was there that I didn't really understand, and it just really made me very curious. I got back to Sewanee for my sophomore year. I had to choose a major. I spoke with a lady at the Career and Development office. I basically said what my interests were and that I was thinking of being an international global studies major. She had been an anthropology major in college, and she told me that she thought anthropology would actually be a really good fit for me. I talked to the head of the department. We had coffee at Sterling's. It was Professor O'Connor, who's my advisor now. He explained to me what anthropology was, and I decided to do it. It wasn't related directly to my love of film and photography, but I decided I really wanted to see out this new curiosity that I had and to grow my skill set. And if I want to do documentary work or anything like that, anthropology is a great foundational major. What is it like being an anthro major at Sewanee? So you have to take 10 classes. Most of them are related to cultural anthropology. It's also a requirement that you study abroad, which I was really excited about. Professors are really cool. It's a small department. Professor O'Connor, he specialized in Southeast Asia. Professor Murdoch is basically specialized in Latin America. Professor Ray loves Celtic Wells. We have also Professor Sherwood, she's an archaeologist. As an anthro major, you take 5 required courses. Number 1, Intro to Anthropology. Foundational, duh. Number 2, you can choose between 106 or 109. I took 109, which is World Prehistory. It's basically archaeology. Number 3, Junior Tutorial. We read a lot of ethnographies in that class. Number 4, Social Theory. You look at social theorists and how they've basically influenced the field of anthropology and social sciences. And number 5, of required courses is field methods, which is where you do a field methods project. You're doing ethnography and studying a culture here on campus of your choosing. Then you take 5 other courses, and these are all electives. So I took Culture and History of Southeast Asia, American Culture, Gender and Class in Latin America. 2 of my required courses come from my study abroad time in South Korea. Being an anthro major is a lot of reading, and it's lots of class discussions. It's pretty writing intensive. You also have really cool opportunities to get to know people you wouldn't have otherwise known. For example, in your field methods project, I did mine on the Asian international students here at Sewanee, given my interest in Asia. These were students I hadn't ever met before and that I probably wouldn't have met otherwise. It was really great. It got me out of my comfort zone. I'm traditionally an introvert, so it really pushed my boundaries, and it was a really fun project to do. And I did a short film to supplement my ethnographic work for that, which was fun for me because I love film so much. The other night I was at dinner with Danny and he asked me, if you could go back, would you do it all over again? Would you be an anthro major? It's been a great major for me to build sort of my personhood, and I think it's given me really valuable skills going into this next chapter of my life. It doesn't feel like it's in the exact field of what I want to do. So coming out of college, looking for the kinds of jobs that I want to do, I feel like it's not really matching up, like it's unrelated. I do know that it's going to pay off, and it's a skill and an experience that I don't regret having. I know I was supposed to come to Sewanee. I met some of my best friends that I've ever had here. It doesn't feel like now that I'm graduating that I'm prepared entirely for what I want to do, but I still know it was the right decision, oddly enough. So I'm excited to see how that plays out, because I think it was really meant to happen. I would recommend being an anthropology major. So what's next after graduation? That's a great question that I actually don't know if I can answer in this video. A lot of anthro majors go on to grad school, specifically for anthropology. I'm interested in looking at possibly visual anthropology. I might go to grad school for film. I've looked into programs like Princeton in Asia. I think doing Peace Corps would be a good option for an anthro major. For me, I'm still up in the air, so we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I hope it helps you if you're watching this thinking about being an anthro major in general, or specifically at Sewanee. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below, and yeah, that's it. It's really awkward ending these things. Bye!